Namaskar Mudra, raise your hands up. Alright, and now just imagine, I will not ask her to bend more because we haven't done more, our body is cold. Now bend forward, now she have bent forward. Now imagine she have done the rest of the sun salutation movement like your downward facing dog, upward facing dog, cobra pose, all these things, right? Again she will reach here in order to come to the Samastati. There are two ways to come up from this position. First, from the wheel of lower back. Second, the wheel of pelvic. So first I ask her to keep open the chest, keep your chest open, raise your hands forward and come up. This is she's coming from the lower back. Right? This movement is lower back movement. Is it clear? Can you do the same movement again? Okay, so now she will open the chest. The moment she opens the chest, she starts arching the spine, right? And then she will extend the palm and then she is coming up. This is where the spine feels very weak. Even if you don't have a back pain, you will feel some sort of discomfort in the lumbar area. Right? So what is the best way? The best way is whenever you are doing forward, understand this is not the spinal flexion. This is hip flexion. Later it becomes a spinal flexion. Right? So what is happening here? Right now, if I just see this forward bend, this is not a spine. This is pelvic. Can you feel that? The pelvic is going forward, not your spine, because they both are connected together. Right? So whenever you move your spine, you move your pelvic. Whenever you move your pelvic, you move your spine. Is it clear? So this is the hip flexion. Later it becomes a spinal flexion. Is it clear? So when she is coming up, this is not a spinal extension. This is hip extension. You understand? Now the same movement she will do from the wheel of pelvic. So into the forward fold. And here my instruction might be a little bit against tradition. I will let her to round the spine. Because my aim is not to extend the spine. My aim is to extend the pelvic. And now I will ask her to rotate the pelvic backward. Come up. By rotating pelvic backward, try. Let your spine down, come up. Very good. Rotate the pelvic. Very good, come up. Very good. This is from the pelvic. Right? Nothing on the lower back. More on the pelvic. Because see, why I ask her to let the spine round? Because I'm not moving the spine. I'm not doing spinal extension. I'm doing hip extension. Right? Understand this part? Thanks so much.
So you think that's the correct way to get up from a forward fold?
There is a term we use in yoga. This is called vertebra to vertebra. Come up. Vertebra to vertebra.
Yeah.
Right? Vertebra.
Yeah.
Roll up. There are different ways to explain these things. Right? Okay, so can you please? Just try. Okay, so now here the same thing he will do. We will bend forward. Okay, so now imagine if I ask him to come up, but mostly he will come from the here, from the lower back. So what I'm gonna say, open the chest. This is his lower back movement. He's extending the spine. Right? But which is the more strong joint involved here? Is not lower back. It's not lower back. It's the pelvic. So the same movement he can do from the wheel of pelvic. Rotate the pelvic. This is the pelvic. No, not lower back. Move it from here. And can be will not have pelvic awareness. Right? This will build the small pelvic awareness also. Right? Thanks so much. Okay, can we all stand up? Personal salutation must be required. We simply come into Namaskar Mudra. And in the Namaskar Mudra, raise your hands up and try to do small gentle back bend. Now bend forward. Okay, now imagine you have done the rest of the movement. Now again from here, open your chest, keep your palm extended and come up. Open your chest, keep your palm extended and come up. check the feedback of the lower back. Is mostly related with the discomfort. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Lots of discomfort is happening on the lower back.
Yeah.
Because this movement, understand the movement first. If you want to understand asanas, you have to understand movement. Okay, so when you are going forward, initially you are not doing this. This is a spinal flexion. What you are doing this first. Then later it becomes spinal flexion. Is it clear? Okay. Yeah, if you see the spine also, you can say I'm flexing my spine, but majorly the movement happening from here. So don't you think the joint which take you in the pose will bring you out from that pose? So if the hip is taking you in the pose, the hip should bring you up from the pose, not the spine. Get a point? Right. So again, bend forward. Don't force yourself. We haven't done proper warm up, so just be gentle. Forward, good. Now forget about your spine. Let your spine loose. Let your spine round. There is no harm if you let your spine round. And now rotate your hip backward. Try to rotate the hip backward. Let your spine round and try to rotate the hip backward.
But we need to micro flex the
You
knees
can
a
bend.
bit,
Yeah,
no?
automatically it will bend.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes. The moment your pelvic start moving, your knee automatically bend. Very good. Don't be scared of rounding the spine. Second movement, you won't feel anything on the lower back. More, your glutes, hamstrings, these muscles will engage.
We should engage the glutes and the
Well,
backs
you
of the
just-
legs as
you
a.
just rotate the
that
pelvic
sounds
backward. Nervous system
Right.
automatically does that.
Okay.
What you have to do is the rotation. So can you all just come in a half bending, hold your pelvic here, and now rotate your pelvic backward. You will see your spine automatically round. This is rounding is maybe not a right term. This is called decompression of the spine. What is you doing? Decompression. But why I'm saying you can round the spine? Because see, if any movement, a spinal movement where the pelvic is not involved. So if the pelvic is not involved, your spine bending, so just relax. Don't rotate your pelvic and just bend your spine. What will happen? See?
Yeah.
You can't, right? This is not good. This bending is not good. Get a point? That's not understand that whatever the spinal alignmental things what we have, that is because of the pelvic. You cannot lengthen your spine until you don't have hip rotation. Right? In this way, just bend your spine and try to open your chest. You can't. Right? But just go for tailbone out. Your spine easily open, easily lengthen. Get a point? So why we have this rounding sometimes is because of the pelvic. Only few examples where the rounding is because of the spine, like scoliosis and other type of deformation. Right? So there are two things we have to avoid. Let's feel the breathing here. So do the normal traditional one. Do the forward fold. And we will come up from the lower back. So keep your palm extended, open your chest and take a deep inhale. Yeah, that you have to do from the lower back. And then relax.
Yeah, that doesn't feel right.
It might not everybody, some may feel comfortable, but some may not feel comfortable, right? Another thing you will notice that as per the law of physics, right? See, your palm is going away from the midline, isn't it? It's going away from the midline. The leverage is more, is long. So if you have to hold the small pipe, you can easily lift it. But the same pipe size is now 10 feet. You require lots of effort. So if there's a back pain, issue is going on, so it's better not to keep the arms up. Keep the arms close to the body. There will be less pressure on the spine. You can see the difference when you do the Superman pose and your arms is like this. Your bending is less. But the moment you do locust pose, what do you call it? Something this? You know, in this cobra pose, but your hands are like this. You feel your bending is very good. Right? But if your arm is like this, your bending is less. Get a point? Yeah. So So if the back pain is involved and you want to go deep without hurting the back a lot, so that's why keep your arm close to the body, not here, because that put lots of pressure on the lower back. If you have back pain, otherwise everything is fine, you can go for this. Is it here? So this will bring a pelvic awareness. Second thing, many asanas where we are doing this, right? Similar way, if I come up from the lower back, it hurt a lot. So you come in this position, one step forward, right? Now, try to bend forward, gentle, don't force yourself unnecessarily, right? And now keep your arm extended, and then come up with open chest. Can you feel that? Lower back feels pain. And those who have already lower back pain, they might feel it more. Right? So what we have to do here is the same thing. I can keep my palm extended. There's no problem if I'm moving from the pelvic. Right? So I'm doing here. Now rotate your pelvic backward.
Always it.
Right? Rotate your pelvic backward, not your spine. Right? Natural movement. Hatha yoga is all about natural movement, not artificial movement. Get a point? So that is how we come up.
And so even in this position, it'll also be vertebrae by vertebrae, right?
It is like totally depend how the student understand the movement. I'm saying rotate the pelvic backward, but maybe your students say I don't understand it. So you can say come up vertebra to vertebra.
No, but what I mean is like your back's not going to be straight. It is going to
Round.
be bent.
Yeah. Whenever your pelvic, okay, just hold your pelvic here. Now go for rotate your hip backward. What happened to your spine? It's rounded, right? So same thing, the only thing I'm doing here, I'm rotating my pelvic backward. So it's very natural that my spine will have round. But this is not what something you say, oh my spine will be round is very dangerous. If you are just doing this is dangerous. Get a point? Where the hip is not involved. Always remember, if you want to keep your spine healthy, two things just keep in your mind. The first, the moment your pelvic stops, right? So right now, you can hold your pelvic, come in this position. You can bend your knees if you want. Now, focus on the pelvic. Don't go for tailbone out, tailbone in. Just keep your pelvic neutral. Now, see, your hip is rotating forward, your pelvic. But there's a one point where the pelvic does not rotate. This is your range. That is where you have to hold. This is where you have to now, that's it. Because from here, if you try to go deep, what will happen?
The back. This.
Some twist or something? Your pelvic cuts uneven or something?
No, then if your pelvic does not rotate, what will happen? Your spine will be round. So if I want to know that how deep I should go, naturally, right? There's no problem if you go a little bit deep, it's fine. But naturally, if you want to know how deep I can go, you will check how much your hip is rotating. The moment your pelvic stop rotating, that's your range. Then try to adjust your spine and your body. Same thing when you do the chair pose, Utkarasana, right? There's always question, how deep I should go? Well, you can go beyond 90 degrees also. It's totally depend on the strength. But you can just hold your pelvic here, the joint. See, there's a point where your pelvic does not rotate. And how do you know my pelvic is not rotating? Because from the moment your pelvic is stopped, your spine lean forward. Or your spine rounding. From here, the spine start rounding. So means what is the point for me? This. Right? This is the way you will not unnecessarily disturb your spine.
Oh, right here.
Get a point? Yeah. Can you please come here? Okay, so can you do the same movement? Can you do the forward fold? Yes, do the forward fold. And now come up. Very good. Now she wants to see, yesterday you were saying, gave you history, right? The pain.
Yeah, the lower back pain.
But now there's no pain. Right? And now what you will notice, pelvic movement and core movement is same. Okay? So can you do the forward fold again and come up slowly from the pelvic and check your abdominal. Right? So do forward fold, come up from the pelvic, rotate your pelvic backwards slowly and feel your abdominal. You will feel your abdominals are tense.
Yeah.
Can you feel that? Yes. Abdominal muscle engage. So I don't have to here tell you squeeze your abdominal. That's why I always say right movement, your nervous system get a right instruction. And a right instruction, then you just forward about which muscle engage, which muscle relax. That's the job of your nervous system. Right? Because understand that, do you know how much you have to squeeze your glutes muscle? No, but your nervous system knows. Understand? So if I ask you, suck your navel in, so what you will gonna do? Completely contract. But when the nervous system engage the muscle, it engage based on how much load is there, how much requirement is there. Understand? Right? So this is the way we have to move the spine. This is one of the very important step on the mat to understand the pelvic awareness. And pelvic awareness and core awareness is same. Slowly, the brain will map the pelvic, right? And first thing you will notice, you can help people a lot, those who are having a back pain issues on the mat. Because unnecessary pain is there.
So if I do this, there will be no.
No, that is how you have to, right? Or you are lifting something, just imagine, right? So in the exercise biomechanics, right? Imagine like, same thing. When you do a deadlift, few similar concept, right? When you do the deadlift, where is my intention? Am I lifting from lower back and am I lifting from my glutes? Am I doing this or am I doing this? Right? Mostly we do this. See, this is the pelvic is doing the movement. But here, lower back is doing movement, which is dangerous for the lower back if you're lifting a very heavy. Right? Is that clear? You can have a seat. Thank you.